So, Manchester City 3, Manchester United 1. I have found one very sad Manchester United fan here on the streets of Manchester. It was very hard to find one because it seems like they all dispersed pretty quickly. I have got Ryan here with me. Now, Ryan is actually also, as a United fan, he is actually a coach to many footballing stars. So, since you are a coach, I want to get your take on that game.
And for me, City was very bright in possession. We sort of expected that. I think United kept the shape really, really well. I think the roles and responsibilities from the lads was fantastic and carrying out the game plan really well. I think class just shown in the end. Rashford, fantastic goal. City just grew and grew into the game, and for me, the class just showed.
Now, obviously, Marcus Rashford getting that first goal, not many people expected it. Do you feel almost let down when you look at how Manchester United had moments of positivity in the first half, but to let it all go in the second half?
Yeah, I think the way Man City play, they keep the possession really well, but they're very vulnerable on their counter-attack, and I think United used that to their advantage. I know Rashford had a chance where if he just directs a header, he's in again, and then we could have gone 2-0 up, but United give as good as they could have done, in my opinion. The squad depth showed also. In terms of bringing players on, and the strength in depth is not there. Man City are far superior than what we are.
Any positives at all to take away from that game?
A little bit of fight and a little bit of desire. I thought, towards the end, the Man City fans was enjoying themselves at the end when they was playing keep ball. But I think United, showed a lot of fight and a lot of desire from the start. And again, they followed the game plan to perfection in the first half. I thought they kept the shape really well, and just disappointing from United, but that's just where we're at the moment.
One player I wanted to mention, Andre Onana, he's come under so much scrutiny with Manchester United fans. First half, though, a lot of positives to take from his performance, and it seemed like he was playing with an injury in the second half.
Yeah, I think that affected United a little bit in the injury with the second half, because he's playing quite direct at times, although it was precision and there was a lot of meaning to his long passes. His distribution was fantastic, but it did affect United. And I think with him, he had a tough start to his Man United career, but I think he's grown into it and he's made some big saves midweek at Forest. He made some big saves today and he's getting better and better, so fair play to him.
And what do you think that this game means for Erik ten Hag? Do you think it means anything regarding his future, or do you think a game like this where Manchester United were the underdogs, there's not too much to really consider?
No, I think it doesn't really mean. Obviously, it means a lot to him. Obviously, a Man United manager going into a Manchester derby, like his quotes before the game. He wants to see fight and he wants to see desire, and they did do that. I just think we're far off from where we need to be. I think it'll be a 5 to 10 year plan, with the new owners coming in and stuff like that. But for me, the lads worked hard, and as a fan, you can't fault them for that.
Do you see Erik ten Hag being there for the 5 to 10 years, or is it hard to say?
I would say it's difficult to say. I think the new owners have got the plans and have got their ideas. He's the right man at the moment. Well, he seems to be the right man at the moment. They trust in him, but who knows, in 5 to 10 years they might have to make a switch.
Well, there you have it, a few positives to take away for Manchester United fans, but with Liverpool round the corner in the FA Cup, it seems like things are just going to get a bit tougher for the Reds. So I've managed to find some City fans. I'm in a pub and I have got Carl and Steve with me. Carl, was there ever any doubt that City were going to do that?
Never. We're always in the running. We just let them get a goal thinking they were going to win, but then City's always going to come on strong.
Now, Haaland missed that goal. I couldn't believe when he missed that. Do you feel that he redeemed himself by getting that other goal?
Yeah, the first goal I was a bit gutted because it's not like him, but then he redeemed himself for that second goal. So.
And tell me about Phil Foden.
Just on fire. Nothing I can say about him. He's absolute world class. Messi. Foden's the new Messi.
And of course, there's been a lot said about City this season that they may be a little bit boring to watch. What do you say to people that say that now?
Never boring, it's just fast-paced football, which is world class. I mean, to be fair, Arsenal play a similar game, but I don't think they're on City's level. I think we'll nick it, but then you've got Liverpool and Arsenal in the running, so to be fair, 3 teams in the running.
And finally, is there any question at all what colour Manchester is?
Never, it's always blue.
So I am here in a very busy street in Manchester, full of Manchester City fans, all celebrating after that 3-1 victory over Manchester United. I've got 2 lifelong City fans here. Kath, I'm going to come to you. What did you make of that game?
Well, it was as nerve-wracking as I expected to be. To be honest, everybody was predicting a City win by a lot more goals than we did actually win, and I was, like my friend here, typical City, taking nothing for granted, and sure enough they score first, and well, that was us gone. That was it. But no, we came through in the end, fortunately.
Yeah. Who was your star player today?
Oh, Foden. Good Manchester lad. The opposition would say Stockport lad, but it's all the same.
And what do you make of Pep Guardiola as a manager? I'm sure you already think that he's the best thing since sliced bread. But to, go down 1-0 in the first half to your local rivals and to come back and get 3 goals in the second half, I mean, he's got to be, for you guys, the greatest manager.
Oh, I think so.
Of all time?
Well, certainly for City, yes. I think rival fans would disagree, but certainly for City, absolutely.
He just motivates them, doesn't he?
He does.
Whatever.
He does.
He said something to them at half time.
And when I didn't watch him today, because on TV I'm always looking at him and he's like Basil Fawlty there on the touchline. But when you're in the ground, you kind of don't watch him, do you? You're just kind of looking at the game. But I expect when I watch it back on Match of the Day, because at half time I thought, well, I'm not going to be watching Match of the Day tonight. But now I am going to be watching Match of the Day, and I will look at his body language. But yeah, great manager.
Yeah. And how much confidence does this instill in you guys when you look ahead to what City could achieve this season?
Well, it's difficult because our next game, if I was Copenhagen obviously, but after that Liverpool, and we go into that as underdogs, and I'm happy with that because I didn't like going in today as the favourites. Oh, everybody, it's going to be 6-0, 7-0, 10-0 even. I'm like, what are you on? So I would much prefer going into a game as underdogs, and hopefully will come out.
So you're happy to go into the game against Liverpool, even after this win today, you still see yourselves as underdogs against Liverpool?
Away at Anfield, we're rubbish.
Yes, that's if the bus actually makes it into the ground, isn't it?
I wouldn't say rubbish, but we very rarely win at Anfield. Take a draw now.